I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff, on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. You ain't getting shit.
If you're into content like this, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more explosive courtroom hearings. Now let's jump back into the video. This one is seriously intense, folks. We've got a wild legal showdown starring a mom who flat out refuses to pay the child support that this man is rightfully owed, and let me just say, she absolutely loses it during the hearing. She throws a full-on tantrum at the end, making excuse after excuse, while the dad, on the other hand, keeps his composure and manages to hold it together like a champ. To top it off, his friends even hop into the Zoom call at the end just to show their support. But here's the real twist. The mom already lost custody of her kids, though I'm not exactly sure why, and now she's stuck owing over $3,000, scrambling to dodge the responsibility any way she can. The tension in this case is off the charts, and it all unravels into total chaos by the end. Let me know in the comments what you think, but for now, let's dive in and see how it all unfolds.
Has the mother made any direct payments to you for the support of the children?
No, sir.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this case?
No extra information. Well, you know what? She did. My son did run away when he was in the summer of before he turned 18, and then he went to go live with his brother. So that would that's what he did, and so he's lived with his brother for I say about 7, 8 months. I can't remember the exact time. It's been a long time.
It's been a year.
And did you agree during that time frame for the child to live with someone else?
Yeah,
No.
to live with his brother.
No.
Ms. Hagwood, no one's asking you a question right now.
And just to confirm, sir, about how long did the child live with the other sibling?
It's about 7 or 8 months, I believe. I am kind of off. Like I said, it's been a very long time.
Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Sherry Ann Baldwin.
I'm sorry, is your last name also Hagwood?
That's my maiden name, and it's Haygood.
Haygood. Okay, thank you, ma'am. As it relates to the child support judgment, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $2,367.20 as of March 31st, 2024. I'm requesting that you pay that back at $150 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
Explain to the court why you're not in agreement to the amount that you owe.
Well,
I don't know if it's just me, guys, but I can definitely sense the energy coming off this Sherry Hagwood girl. The judge is clearly not too pleased with her, especially since she just cut the guy off mid-sentence. And honestly, I find it a little funny how his friend is sitting there in the bottom right corner, just watching the whole situation unfold. Tell me in the comments what you think so far, because to me this is really entertaining. From the guy's demeanor in the top right, you can easily tell he's got nothing to hide here, while she's busy interrupting him and trying to twist the narrative. So let me know your thoughts on this mess up to this point, but for now, let's jump back in and see what she has to say.
February 1st of 2022, from my oldest son, Lewis isn't the father, Dylan Haygood. And he told me that my son Lewis is there. He's been thrown out. And he doesn't know what to do. So I start helping. Lewis comes over here and he's staying with me for a few weeks. He's staying with his brother. And then finally he moves in with me April 1st of 22. And he's been away from his father ever since. Me and his brother's been caring for him, his eyeglasses, his doctor's appointments, getting him to court. I have documentation from the court stating that he was with me and his brother, probation officers that are willing to whatever y'all need them to write up. But I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for.
And during that time,
That's
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And during that time frame, when the child started to reside with you, did you petition the court to change the child support to reflect that the child was living with you?
Yes, sir. I called y'all immediately and I emailed the court paper that I had stating that he was living with his brother. And then I went and got the lady told me to do this.
Ms. Haygood?
The whatever child support officer I spoke with told me to go file this with the courts, and it's My name is Sherry Ann Baldwin. I am the mother and the child of Louis Mendoza. He has resided with me since April 1st, 2022, and is currently residing in Johnson County, and it's signed and dated.
Again,
And then, pardon me?
The question that was asked is, did you petition the court to change the child support amount? Now, did you file a paperwork stating that the child was living with you? My question was, did you petition the court to request that the child support be changed to reflect that the child was residing with you?
Yes, sir, I did.
What's their case number, ma'am?
Well, I called y'all and told you that he was living with me and not the father. She told me to send in the paperwork that I had, so I did. And then she said she had 190 days to contact the father and that y'all would get a hold of me. And then she said that they froze the funds. And so I don't know.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm calling total cap on this one. She's clearly lying. I can't tell if she's actually clueless or just pretending, but honestly, who could be that dumb? If you want to adjust child support payments, simply refusing to pay isn't going to accomplish anything. You have to contact the court, file a motion, and get it formally changed, because if you don't, those payments are still going to stack up over time, and it's only going to make you look bad in the long run. So I'm not sure if she's genuinely being an idiot here or if she's purposely acting clueless, but either way it's sketchy. Sure, the guy said the kid left and went with his brother, but even then, you still have to go through the court and have everything officially updated. Otherwise, you'll end up paying for things you really shouldn't be responsible for. So whether this girl is right or wrong, it just doesn't add up to me. Honestly, it makes zero sense. Let's see if she has anything else to add to this statement, because so far, none of it is lining up.
Support, ma'am, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $849.32 as of March 31st, 2024, and requesting that you pay that back at $50 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
And could you explain to the court why you're not in agreement to paying that amount?
Because I feel like I was the one caring for his needs. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff, on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. I don't have extra money like that. I can't be taking him to the eye doctor and to appointments and feeding him and clothing him and paying him his father child support.
And just to confirm, ma'am, when you say that you're paying the father child support for a child that's residing with you, when exactly did you pay those amounts to the father?
I have documentation of every child support payment I ever made, and I have documentation of it.
And ma'am, were you able to review
Pardon?
Were you able to review the report that was provided on the screen as it relates to the child
really
support payment?
I couldn't really see. But
And
I
would you like
stopped
me to
paying after April
of what year, ma'am?
22. I stopped paying, and that's when I went and got the documentation that he was living with me full time.
All right, we have to understand one thing. The Attorney General's office is not the court. You can ask the AG's office to do a lot of stuff. You can ask them questions. You can ask them to file something for you that might help you, but they're not the court.
Yeah, I love how this judge is really holding her accountable because, like I've said, none of this adds up. You'd think that after so many years, I mean they split up a long time ago, maybe around 10 years back, she wouldn't just conveniently forget to contact the court. If you've been divorced that long, you should know by now that any changes to child support or really anything involving the care of your child have to go through the court. That's just standard procedure, and I'd imagine most people are aware of that. Up until now she's been somewhat composed, but in this last part of the clip, she's about to completely lose it, and the judge is ready to snap her back into place. So let's wrap this up and see what the judge has to say, and what she blurts out too, because she's clearly about to go off the rails.
If you don't file anything with the court, then it's almost like nothing ever happened, because the AG has discretion to do what they like, which means they could file something or they could not file something. They didn't file anything. Separately, what you're supposed to do is file something with the court, and nothing was ever filed with the court. I don't work for the AG's office. The judges in the courthouse don't work for the AG's office. So you can tell me all day long that you talk to the AG's office, but that's not the court. So I can't modify your order. You were responsible to modify your own order if the AG didn't want to help you, or if you wanted to do it on your own. It's very simple to do, and that hasn't happened. So you owe these arrears. It's a very small amount. You owe the full amounts that are owed. You decided not to make payments, So you owe $2,367.20, payable at $150 a month, and medical support arrears of $849.32, payable at $50 a month. If there's money on hold, then they will try to forward that towards those amounts. And then if there's any remaining balance, then those are the monthly payments. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You ain't getting shit. You
Hey,
ain't
good.
getting
You want me to find you in contempt of court? Miss Haygood, I can fine you $50 for contempt of court for cussing in my court. So please, don't act like a child. We don't need
I
that.
thought I was off. I thought I hit the button. I'm sorry.
Okay, be respectful. All right, y'all can press leave to exit out, please.
That was absolutely humiliating, and honestly, I don't think she's ever going to pay that amount. This court case took place a while ago and I couldn't find any updates on it, but let's be real, we can all imagine she's just going to let it default, and this guy is never going to see that money. But after watching the entire case, part of me feels like he doesn't even deserve half of it anyway. Maybe the other half, sure, but considering the kid apparently wasn't even living with him, I don't really understand why he's getting $3,000. Still, that's beside the point. What really stood out was how completely out of line she was. Even if you're muted, to talk like that in front of a judge is insane, because in situations like this, just like we saw, you never know when the mic might be on. And the fact that she got fined $50 for that little outburst? Honestly, I think it should have been more, because it was completely uncalled for. She basically undermined the judge by flat out saying she wasn't going to pay, right after he told her she needed to, which only made the whole situation look bad on her part. But that's how it went down. This woman is clearly unhinged, and it makes me wonder how she lost custody to begin with. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you have any thoughts or feedback, drop a comment below. I'll be replying to all of them. Make sure to hit like and subscribe for more content like this, because I'm trying to post as much as I can, and honestly, I just love reacting to these types of cases. Thanks for tuning in, and take care until next time.